The Belgian Malinois isn't a one-size-fits-all dog. It comes with personalities so extreme that choosing the wrong one can ruin your life. Most people only see the surface: athletic, sharp, loyal. But under that surface are personalities as different as fire and ice. Pick the right one, and you'll have a breathtaking partner. Pick wrong, and you'll drown in chaos for the next decade. The first personality is the driven worker. This Malinois lives to complete missions. It doesn't want playtime. It wants purpose. Every command is a challenge accepted. Every obstacle is fuel for the fire. Handlers in military and police units adore this type because its relentless energy matches their relentless training. But here's the twist. Bring this dog into a suburban home and regret arrives fast. The driven worker doesn't adapt to laziness. It doesn't tolerate inconsistency. It turns boredom into destruction at lightning speed. The second personality is the thinker. Less explosive, more calculating. This Malinois watches every move you make. It learns patterns, predicts routines, and tests weaknesses. Trainers love this type for scent detection and tracking, because its brain is a precision tool. But without enough puzzles and missions, the thinker becomes manipulative. It doesn't just outsmart toys, it outsmarts you. Owners are shocked when their Malinois opens doors, raids fridges, or creates games of its own. But that's the thinker's genius turned against you. The third personality is the obsessive shadow. This one fuses to its human-like glue. It follows you everywhere, staring with eyes that never blink. It lives for proximity, not just companionship. At first, the devotion feels flattering. It feels like loyalty beyond compare. But here's the twist. Without boundaries, that loyalty mutates into obsession. Separation anxiety spirals into destruction, clawed doors, and howls that shake walls. The shadow doesn't just protect, it possesses. And that possession can suffocate even the most patient families. The fourth personality is the balanced athlete. This is the unicorn of the breed. It has fire, but also control. It thrives on missions, but can reset with proper guidance. Families imagine they're bringing home this type. But the truth? It's rare, hidden in only a small fraction of litters. Handlers treasure it when they find it, because it's the only personality that fits both work and family life. The fifth personality is the unstable storm, the most tragic of them all. Too much drive, not enough nerve. Too much chaos, not enough balance. This Malinois erupts without warning. One moment calm, the next unpredictable. Shelters are filled with unstable storms. Dogs labeled aggressive that were really bred without thought. Here's the hidden twist. Unstable storms aren't bad dogs. They're victims of human error. But when dropped into the wrong home, they become disasters. And the regret that follows lasts a lifetime. The sixth personality is the cautious guardian. Rare, but real. This Malinois hesitates before action. It protects with thought, not recklessness. Some handlers dismiss it as weak, but in the right hands, it becomes a controlled defender. Families sometimes succeed with this type because it balances loyalty with restraint. But without confident leadership, the cautious guardian slips into fear. And fear in a Malinois is just as dangerous as aggression. The seventh personality is the social butterfly. Yes, it exists. This Malinois loves interaction, play, and exposure. It thrives in public settings and around other dogs. But don't mistake it for easy. The butterfly still carries fire beneath the surface. Skip structure, and its friendliness mutates into chaos. Suddenly, you have a dog that greets guests by knocking them over. Now, here's the brutal truth. Most breeders won't tell you which type you're buying, because they either don't know or don't care. Families pick puppies based on looks, but personality always outweighs appearance. That adorable pup that snuggled into your arms may grow into a driven worker. Or worse, an unstable storm. By the time you realize, the bond is already deep. and regret feels like betrayal. This is why shelters are overflowing with Malinois. Not because they're bad dogs, but because humans picked wrong. Here's another twist. Most owners convince themselves they picked right. They hide the chaos behind staged photos and polished videos. Behind closed doors, walls are chewed, neighbors complain, and families suffer in silence. The mask of control hides the storm of regret. The rare few who pick right? They live a different reality. The worker thrives with missions. The thinker thrives with puzzles. The shadow thrives with boundaries. The athlete thrives with balance. And the guardian thrives with confident leadership. Each personality in the right home becomes extraordinary. Handled casually, every type becomes destructive. Handled with purpose, each one becomes legendary. Here's the twist you never see on social media. Even the easiest Malinois will break the average home. Because this breed doesn't soften with time. It intensifies year after year. At 8 years old, most Malinois still act like puppies on fire. Owners wait for calm that never comes. This is why regret is so common. 9 out of 10 people pick wrong. And by the time they realize, it's already too late. The fire is permanent, the bond unbreakable. So how do you avoid regret? It starts with honesty. Are you prepared for missions, not walks? Are you prepared for obsession, not casual loyalty? Are you ready for a dog that exposes every weakness you have? Because the Malinois doesn't forgive weakness, it punishes it. Here's the final twist. When matched correctly, regret disappears. Instead, awe takes its place. The Malinois becomes a mirror of your discipline. A partner sharper than instinct and fiercer than fear. But matched poorly, the Malinois becomes a nightmare. And that nightmare can last more than a decade. So before you bring one home, remember this truth. You're not just choosing a dog, you're choosing a personality. Pick right, and you'll discover greatness. Pick wrong, and regret will haunt you forever.